Usability testing the Dublin Bus app prototype. The Dublin Bus app is used by many Irish citizens across Dublin City to plan their route and check bus times. The current app has over 800,000 downloads across iPhone and Android. The following usability tests were carried out on 2 participants who represent typical users of the Dublin Bus app. Key findings. Participant 1. Participant thinks the title of the page plan refers to some kind of subscription and not planning a route.
So before we get to us, maybe just do a quick narrative of what you're seeing there now that you're logged in.
Okay, so so we have like a menu on the top. We have the word plan, which presumably depends on what plan or what type of subscription you have to the app.
On the plan page, the participant understands what he will see behind every call to action.
Something, then there's probably going to be like some profile picture or something there on the next kind of block. Person's name, their location, and then there are some fields to fill in which like allow you to search for different things. At the foot of the page, then you have different various options, I guess.
What do you expect to see behind those? Without clicking, what do you expect to see behind those?
I guess your favourites would be I presume this is some kind of travel app, so like it's kind of like regular routes that you take, I suppose. Information. I'm not sure whether that would be information on just like about the app, or would that be information like that? Would that be some sort of news feed of like, there's a bus crashed or whatever, or there's a delay in such and such a place? I'm not sure which that would be. The live map would be a map of the city with everything that's all the different buses plotted out on it, where they actually are in real time. And then timetable would be I suppose the scheduled times that.
The participant understands that the option at the top is the nearest stop, which is correct.
Obviously, you're typing that out.
Yeah, that would be a bit too complicated.
And you're looking through the stops.
So you're looking for the nearest stop near that. So,
and this one here's the nearest one, so I presume.
How did you know that? What made you thought that? Out of interest. Yeah.
I suppose I rushed in there, maybe.
No,
if this was a real thing.
It's the wrong answer. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, you would assume, I suppose, that the one at the top is going to be the nearest one.
Okay, cool.
Where you
That's
are.
great. Go ahead.
The participant is happy that he gets to see the price of the journey, as this is important to him.
Okay, it's going to give you all of the different options. You can go in 5 minutes, you can go in 20 minutes, you can go in 35 minutes, I presume. And on the right hand side, it's actually, I think it's giving you the obviously I can see that they're all the same, so it's not saying in 39 minutes time you're going to arrive at your destination. It's actually it's telling you the duration of the trip. So it's the same for each one. Presumably, it also gives you the price, which is really, really handy. That's something I don't think I've seen on the Dublin.
Is that something you'd like?
Yeah, definitely. I think nowadays with the Leave card, I don't think as much about things like that. But I think there are times when you need the cash, or you might not have your card with you, or whatever it is, or you're not sure of your balance. And you think, well, I've got about a fiver left on it, and it's good to know the exact price. Yeah, I think that's, especially for tourists and stuff. I think that's going to be pretty useful. Okay. I've often seen tourists get on the bus and it's very confusing for them when they ask the driver where they're going. Where they're going. And sometimes they're native speakers. They could be British or American people, and they're still pretty confused, or they're surprised. Let's say there's 3 of them get on, and the bus driver says it's €12 or something, and they have to have that in change and coins and stuff like that. And it can be a little bit of a surprise. Maybe they weren't expecting it to be that much and whatever. So I think that's pretty good.
Okay. And what would be, out of interest, what would be most important for you to see, the price or the time that it's going to take?
Well, preferably both. But I suppose if I had to, if it was just one feature, I would probably say the price. Actually, I just can't think of any. I think they may have some fare calculator or something on but it's not really obvious, and it's done it's done with stages or something. You've got to work out how many stages it is and all that kind of stuff. But this is just literally from A to B. This is how much it's going to cost. So that's pretty good and a new feature as far as I'm concerned.
The participant is happy that he has all the information he needs for his trip.
Presumably you want to take the next bus,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
that's it there.
Okay.
Okay, so
So what are you saying there, you think?
right, that's quite interesting. Yeah. So okay, so we're getting a little map and we're getting a breakdown of the entire trip.
Yeah, you would.
Of course,
so,
I'm
yeah.
not going to be able to scroll through that, of course. Again, I can see the fare again. So, like, if I didn't necessarily notice that the last time, it's there again. That's pretty good. Yeah, I presume this is going to be like an actual like real time map as to where you are.
I don't know how to get rid of that.
Oh.
It's gone. So.
As to where you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably, it's even factoring in the walking and distance. I've seen similar on some of these apps, but not while you're kind of not while you're actually, let's say, about to get on a bus. That it's literally coming up at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
You may do some sort of search at the start to find out or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
where your nearest bus stop is or something like that. But that's quite good at this stage, as I'm already realising what bus I need, when it's coming, where the bus stop is in relation to where I am physically at the moment, and now I'm actually at this stage. I know the price, I know everything, I know how long it's going to take. I've pretty much of an idea what time I'm going to arrive, and yet I have this flashing up on the screen, so to remind me of each stage. That's pretty good. I think it's kind of an adaptation of what's there already, but I think it's I think the point when you see this is an improvement.
The participant is confused as to why he has a call to action entitled Get Direction, because he already has direction.
Okay. And is there any other thing there that you can click on? Anything else you can do on this?
Get directions. I see that at the foot of the screen. I'm not sure what that would do because it's telling you. Yeah, at this stage, I would have imagined you've okay. I can't remember. Did it show exactly where the bus stop was? I suppose that would be handy for like literally just knowing if you're within walking distance of a bus stop, but not.
Yeah, so you're not clear that that button means get directions.
Yeah.
More directions. Yeah. Okay. So you could try. So that's interesting to know. But just that's the only thing that you can do. The new
Okay.
That's the only thing you can do from here.
Right. So. Okay. So the directions.
So
there.
here, obviously, you can't see it, but you would be able to hear. You see that at the microphone in the top right. It would actually give you a step by step on your trip what landmarks you're passing.
Oh, okay.
And it would tell you then when you get to your destination. See that there.
Yeah. Right. That's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I guess obviously just trying to envisage the whole thing as opposed to physically doing it on the street. But I guess when I saw Get Directions, I was thinking, well,
You were thinking you already had directions, were you?
Well, I was thinking, I know the bus stop is 5 minutes away. I know everything about it now, and now I want to walk to the bus stop, but am I on the right side of the street, or is the bus stop there, is the bus stop there? And that's what I thought the Get Directions would tell me. Oh yeah, turn left to get to the bus stop.
I suppose, but the idea with this is that what it would do. So you'd have someone, someone would talk to you and say, walk up there, it's on the other side of the street.
Oh, okay, so it wouldn't just be the bus trip, it would be literally getting to the bus stop as well. That's perfect then,
So the idea was that it would be a walkthrough of getting to the bus, and obviously we can't show this in the prototype, but that's the idea.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I see what you mean, yeah. So basically, if I clicked on that, it would say turn left to get to your bus stop. And then the bus comes and you get on the bus and it's telling you you're now on St. Stephen's Green or whatever it is.
And if you go back, then it would still be saying talking to you and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The participant thinks he is presented with the wrong screen after he selects saved routes from favorites.
Okay, and there you go. Okay, so the next one is it's now January the 23rd, and you'd like to go shopping with Mary again.
Yes.
Find your saved route from the previous task.
Okay. So I'll straight away see the favourites button. It's very clear here on the bottom.
Okay.
And at this stage, I know to look at the bottom of the screen, and everything is pretty clear. So here we are, shopping with Mary. We have a bunch of different saved routes that are all customized and whatever. Like they've been tagged with the personal kind of title. So I presume I'm going to click on Shopping with Mary.
Okay, so that's just
And there it is again.
auto-filled same details for you again. Was that what you were expecting to see there, or?
No. I
No.
think I was probably expecting to be straight in the next screen, I suppose.
Okay.
But I think that's probably a good idea.
Which by the next screen? Which screen do you mean?
The screen that kind of have a list of buses.
It is not clear what certain icons do.
Just out of interest, what would you expect this arrow to do here?
The arrow up here.
Yeah, it's not functional. What would you expect that to do?
Interesting. I was going to say that it might click on the 7, bring you up to 7B and then 7C and whatever, but then presumably if that was the case, there would be one on the other side going the other way, and that wouldn't really make much sense anyway, I don't think. I would imagine that. No, I don't know actually. I'm just thinking it now. It's not going to give you real time.
Okay, that's interesting to know.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we've already got the
What
wrong
actually is
icon.
that for?
That's actually to swap over. So if you go in the opposite way,
okay,
yeah, maybe it's not really clear enough.
I wonder would one arrow going this way and one arrow going that way be something like that?
Yeah, I think you're probably
Something along those lines. Yeah, that's quite handy.
right. Okay.
Participant 2. The participant's first instinct is that he's on his profile page.
Okay, so
You see there on the striking
it's probably your profile page, so you can add an image in the top. Your current location probably will be able to pick that up. If I click it, it might allow me to geolocate me automatically.
The participant has trouble adding route to favorites and taps favorites in the main menu instead of the heart icon.
Save as favorites. Well, I'm find the save to route to favorites. Shopping with Mary. There we go. I think that's saved.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's our fault because if you go into there again, let's step in there a second. Oh yeah, because you didn't click through to the actual thing.
Right, so you have to
So-
go
sorry,
one
just-
step further. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still on the first task. So the actual So you found the directions, right? So the final one is just to save that now to your favorite.
Oh, so top right
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that makes more sense
Okay,
now,
that
doesn't
makes
it?
more sense. Yeah.
And I think there's just a problem with actually being able to click that.
I think.
There.
Save. There it is.
Save it is,
Yeah. Okay. Shopping with Mary. Perfect. Yeah. Save. Yeah.
The participant is more interested in the 2 calls to action, which don't work, than in the search box.
Yeah, sorry, you won't put a scroll, you can't do everything again.
Okay. So all routes maybe. My routes. 7. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So
You're looking for the 7A.
7A from Mountjoy Square towards Loughlinstown. I'll try that one. So the first bus Monday to Friday is 6:30. Every half an hour on the hour and half hour. Yeah. So there you go. So
You have the answer to that as well.
yeah, that one there. 6 o'clock.
Okay. So, looks like you've gone through the task. How did you find that?
Yeah, it's fine. I suppose because it's not an actual app, it's a little bit maybe slightly unrealistic and just in terms of how it's working. But it's easy enough to actually operate it. Yeah.
Okay. Have any questions for us?
No,
Okay, thanks very much for your time.
no problem.
That's great.
Top 3 things I would change. I'd look at renaming certain areas of the prototype as there was confusion with some titles such as plan and directions. I'd look at issues surrounding saving your route to favorites. For example, participant 2 selected favorites in the main menu instead of the heart icon, which isn't available at present on necessary screens. I'd look at iconography. For example, participant 1 was confused by what the arrow icon did on timetables. Thank you for watching.